Great Thursday evening, April 29, 2021. To God be the glory for yet another opportunity to go into His Word, to seek His will, get direction for life. We are in a very familiar story, and it's about betrayal. Has someone stabbed you in the back recently? Maybe someone who you really trusted, and it just came from nowhere. Like, what was this? Well, you know, David had so much opposition in his life, and we know when life presses us, then something comes out. Whatever is in our heart comes out. If it's evil, then hey. But if it's something of praise and worship, then woo, it can be productive. It did say afterwards, David went to worship when his son betrayed him, Absalom. And we're familiar with that story where Absalom, was around David, and he got thirsty for power and honor, right? The lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. He started saying, ooh, if I was king, this is what I would do. Yes. And then he started kissing the people's hands and just being a politician. And he was trying to draw the people away from his father unto himself. And it said later on that all the hearts of the men of Israel were toward Absalom because he stole their hearts. Isn't that something? So how do you think David felt? Yeah, his own flesh and blood, his son. How do we sometimes feel if it's our best friend or our family member? Well, like I said, David still was able to sacrifice and worship the Lord. And we also know that the Lord put some people in David's life to be faithful. And they ministered to David. And don't we know that the Lord will put people in our place? It might be just one person in our path to say a word of cheer. It might be two, whoever. It might be someone that just came from nowhere. And as a matter of fact, the Lord put someone in David's life. His name was Ittai, Ittai. And he was so faithful. And it said in verse 21 of the second book of Samuel, 15th chapter, it says, and Ittai answered the king, because David was like, go ahead, go ahead, because we need to leave and you need to go wherever. But it says that Ittai answered King David, as long as the Lord lives and as my Lord the king lives. Look at this loyalty. Surely in what place my Lord is king shall I be, whether in death or in life, even there also will thy servant be. Wow. Isn't that something? How the Lord will send messengers. It might be, look, it could be anything. It could be a baby. It could be a child, a smile. It could be birds. It could be nature. The Lord will place things in our path to minister to us. And Ittai was that person in the midst of all that rejection. Isn't that something? What do you have to say about that, Timotheus?
It's good.
That's good. God is faithful. And it could be from the most unlikely sources. But God is faithful. And if you find yourself in a situation where you have been betrayed, or you are discontent, and you perhaps want to be disloyal to the situation or a person that the Lord has assigned you to. Say, for example, if you don't get along with your boss and they're bogus and they've been mistreating you, and you know that you could do a better job than them. You have more experience, you have more wisdom. Listen, don't be an Absalom. Don't set yourself up and try to do some self-promotion. Because promotion does not come from the south, north, east, west, but promotion comes from the Lord. He sets down one and he puts another one in position, but let the Lord do it. In Proverbs 29, here's a blueprint. It says for us to stay humble. In verse 23, a man's pride shall bring him low. Yeah, I'm arrogant, Absalom. But honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Stay humble. That is worth more than gold. And then in verse 25, the fear of man. You don't have to kiss up. You don't have to resort to flattery. That's the fear of man. And that brings a snare. But whoso put their trust in the Lord, he's going to look out for you. He's your favor. He shall be safe. Many seek the ruler's favor. Yeah, I'll do this for you. That's fleshy. Whoso putteth their trust in the Lord shall be saved. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. So he's the one who determines everything. This is very important for you as you're going to go into your career. And what do you have to say about that as far as promotion and advancement?
Not much about that.
You have another scripture? Let's hear it.
14 in Proverbs. When the king judges the poor with honesty, his throne will always be secure.
Ooh, that's good.
Like that, because it's just good to be honest and treat everyone fairly, not anyone with more respect because of what they might be able to give you, or because of like what they might be able to do for you. Like, treat people regardless of what they can do for you in return.
That's going right in line with what we're saying. It's the Lord who provides everything, every opportunity. We don't have to kiss up. We have to be loving to everybody. Treat everybody with respect, because the Lord created them and he creates opportunities. So exactly what you said, the Lord will establish us. He is the one who is faithful. So let's be faithful to the poor, the rich, black, white, green, yellow, fat, whoever. And the Lord will promote and ascend. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. All right. Let's keep these precepts in our heart and watch us go to the places, all the places we will go. Good night.